Ladies and gentlemen, this is the news of June 15. The time is 1567.
North Korea has just launched a nuclear missile towards the United States of America. The American government has started up their anti-missile program, PRISM, to prevent any damage, and the missile was indeed intercepted. The debris of the destroyed missile landed in a town in Pennsylvania, around 50 yards north of Washington, killing 3 people and wounding another 5 people. Apparently this morning the White House received a letter from the ruler of North Korea, Kim Jong-un. We are in contact with their correspondent Ben Dover in the USA. Ben, you got your hands on the letter, right?
That's right, Dick. A member of the cabinet who wants to stay anonymous has handed us a copy of the letter that was sent to the White House. I have that copy right here, and this is what it says. Greetings, big-eyed Americans. We are glad to tell you that our missiles are ready to be fired. Although our engineers were delayed for months because we could not decide whether the missile should have a pointy or a round end, today is the day that you, your families and your houses will go kaplawi. The Kim Jong dynasty will rule the entire world. Sincerely, the glorious and gorgeous leader of the world, Kim Jong-un.
That does not sound like a serious threat, does it? Is this maybe why the American government did not take any precautions earlier?
I do believe that this is the case, yes. When they received this message, the US governors must have thought that someone decided to play a prank on them. Especially things like the glorious and gorgeous Kim Jong-un and your houses will go kaplawi makes a man think that the threats are fake. Of course, the American government did not want to sound the alarms because of a single letter. Only when the radar started to show an actual missile coming towards Washington, they realized that the threats were in fact real. Secondly, the US government has proven in the past that it has the tendency of reacting in a wrong way to imminent danger. Think of the Cold War. Although the Russians were less developed technologically than the Americans, some prominent American politicians still acted like the complete country could be destroyed by them any moment. Afraid to let history repeat itself, the governors decided to ignore this particular letter. Some might even debate that the White House knew very well that North Korea was about to attack, and was not just making empty threats. If this was the case, the letter could be intentionally ignored, just to make the statement that the US is not afraid of North Korea. Those are the analyses I have heard from people around me. The facts are still unclear though. The press will try to organize a press conference later today to find out more about the intentions of both sides.
Alright, thank you Ben, back to the studio. The consequences of this direct attack will most likely be huge. Chuck Hagel, the American Secretary of Defense, has stated that the US will not sit idly after such serious threats, and that an emergency meeting is being held at the HQ of the United Nations. Excuse me, I'm getting fresh information right now. Okay, so it seems that during the emergency meeting of the United Nations, Russia and China have refused to help the US government if this conflict turns out to be a war. Furthermore, according to the press that was present during the meeting, it seems as if the representatives of Russia and China already knew that the missile would be launched today. After this, the representatives left the meeting. It is currently unknown where they are. According to our Russian correspondent, President Putin is even holding an unexpected speech on the national Russian channel, saying Russia will not choose the side of America in this conflict. This kind of public hostility is unheard of. Ladies and gentlemen, it seems that there is a chance we might be entering a third world war. We will immediately report any further news related to this conflict at the newsflash of 16:30. Until then, I wish you all a very pleasant afternoon.